Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Casemiro, Varela, and he welcomes it in. Already, well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Casemiro is the guilty party there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Iñaki Williams, he's found a way through. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Agahawa. Paredes wins the duel this time. Vencedor. Now Nico Williams. Luc de Jong. And it's Casemiro. And it's Eze. El Neni. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Agahawa. De Jong picks it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eze. Now it's Williams. He might be in here! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This for the lead. Oh, that's a brilliant save! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Porto yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Agahawa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Poirot. El Neni. Williams. This looks promising. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Now it's Agahawa. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pepe. Driving forward. Now it's Williams. Now it's Williams. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. El Neni. Paredes. And Williams. And here's Nico Williams. And it's made its way to him. Driving through the middle. And he's gone backward here. Chance! In for the pieces! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Bilbao have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pass somewhat off target. Iñaki Williams. Williams! No, he's missed it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
No, again there's no way through. Oh, it's just a little long. Vencedor. Oh, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Casemiro. Pepe. And it's Varela. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Nico Williams. And he's managed to get free. Gets into some space. And that was nowhere near his best. It's a throw-in.
Porto certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Agahawa receives it in a wide position. Boiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. Pepe. Real chance here. Big chance! Eze, Bilbao are looking to break at pace. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Eze.
There they go, hunting again.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Vamos ter
Pepe.
minuto de compensação.
Agahawa. Vencedor. Now it's Williams. Vencedor. Eze could try cutting inside here. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Now it's Williams. Oh, lovely Phidias. Real chance! Brilliant from Williams! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Porto certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if...
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Williams.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pepe. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Romero with the clearance. Agahawa. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And it's Boiro. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Luke de Jong. Now it's Pepe. Kyle Walker. Nico Williams. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's picked his way through. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And again, they run up against... And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Agahawa. Pepe. Kivio. Now it's Agahawa. Casemiro. Kyle Walker. Now it's Williams. Joelinton. Agahawa. That ball looks a good one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Eze. That's an imaginative pass. And that is masterful defending. Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Varela. Casemiro. Oh, he's bustling through here. And it's Varela. Joelinton. Nico Williams. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Williams. And he's found a way past. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pepe. Now it's Agahawa. Now this could be a chance. Eze. And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Eze.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Elneny. Passes short and sharp. Luke de Jong. Taken back almost at once. Eze. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Porto really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Bilbao are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Porto needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That has not gone well. Now it's Pepe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's been shifted off it. Pepe. Now it's Joelinton. Out towards the flank. Luke de Jong with the... It's a mighty effort! And that is high.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Luke de Jong. Número 7. Número 8. Número 5.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Número 22. Número 25.
The most accurate pass. Paredes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking for options for movement. Shoots! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. That's the keeper's ball. Nico Williams, with 2 goals already to his name. Mora. Nice looking ball. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
That's very neat. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So the perfect chance to get one back. Oh, the ball's come loose. And a chance! Paredes, he's gone for goal! Porto have their second corner now. Cleared away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nico Williams. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's it. Porto have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now he's got space here. Decent chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Agahawa. Now this could be a chance. Plenty to aim at here. And he's onside. And it's Casemiro. Luke de Jong touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Agahawa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. He's got away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Back into the middle. Crosses it in here.
Well played and well cleared.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy Eze is always someone I've kept an eye on. A player who broke through as a left winger initially, but also has the intelligence, the vision required of a number 10, and he...
Williams! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Knocks it into space, pinches it off him. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Paredes. Yes, Agahawa. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played back in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Porto, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That has not gone well. Vencedor. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Paredes. Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Well, that pass isn't the best. Casemiro. Luke de Jong. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. They're urging him to shoot. Foyt can get it clear. Perez. And he's making progress on the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They get a throw in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Pepe. He's picked his way through. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Joelinton. Played in deep. And that's the keeper's ball. Eze. Now Nico Williams. Strong running down that left flank. Perez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's in plenty of space here. Taken back almost at once. And it's made its way to him. Cleared without hesitation. Pepe. This ended up in no man's land. Williams. Lovely bit of skill. Agahawa looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's Agahawa. Oh, that's fabulous. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Kyle Walker. Now it's Agahawa. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Nico Williams actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bilbao with the corner, there first. De Jong is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vencedor engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Eze. Williams. Great ball. And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, that's great running from the way he manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the pass and go through on the goalkeeper then.
Some really good ball movement. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Agahawa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Williams. Pepe. And here's Eze. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Varela. Agahawa receives it in a good position here. El-Neni. Eze. And here's Nico Williams. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Perez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nico Williams receives it in a wide position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pepe. And here's Nico Williams. Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
This is their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Porto have the chance to go the other way. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. El-Neni. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in a great position here. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pepe. Now it's Agahawa. Eze. And a chance! Casemiro. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Joe Linton. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
He's
and yes, it's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Joe Linton. Pepe. It's a pretty loose pass. This looks promising. It could be in here. Porto can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's It's really well cleared. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Casemiro, Romero, Luke de Jong. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
De Jong really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Perez battling down that right flank. Varela goes steaming forward. And it's Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Joelinton. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Williams. Now it's Agahawa.
Such good technique.
And he's away. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's had a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Substituição para o Porto.
Bilbao have their third corner. Shot! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kivior. And that has left him in a heap. Great vision.
Porto really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Joelinton. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Varela. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Eze. And he's found a way past. A lot of space ahead of him. Joelinton powering forward here. Vencedor. Passes short and sharp. Williams. Oh, this is a terrific run. He's found some space. Gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself. Now it's Eze.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Agahawa. Nico Williams.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
This might spell danger. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Linton.
There they go, hunting again.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the games. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Williams. Ambitious ball here. Kivior with the clearance. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Williams. That is good strength. Oh, that's fabulous. Williams.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Kivior. Paredes does really face-to-face with the keeper. He's found some space. Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front.
Na conta do Porto, aos 9 minutos do jogo, o camisola número 9.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And it's El Neni. Real chance! Played with finesse. He's away!
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's certainly onside here. It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Porto are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Back into the middle. Oh, cracking ball. Played out wide.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. That pass isn't the best, and that's gone loose. Paredes. Porto have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, that has not gone well. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passes short and sharp. El Neni. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, crossbar! Luke de Jong. Eze. Nico Williams. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Williams. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Williams! Brilliant from Williams! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Bilbao get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Crosses it in. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's trying it! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Eze. Elneny. Paredes. Vencedor. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And Williams. Barella. Closing in on goal. Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's found a way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Agahawa. Luke de Jong. Now it's Williams. Good running, strong and purposeful. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Barella. Now it's Agahawa. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Varela. And here's Joelinton. Knocks it out wide. Casemiro.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's there to belt it away. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Porto head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Barella. He has found the way through. Big chance! Chance, surely! Elneny. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Agahawa. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and one more try! Now that is commitment to the cause. Porto with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Bilbao have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This has become one superb game of football.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit-for-tat here, Peter.
Struck first time. Rising over the bar.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Williams. He is through here. A lot of space ahead. And the finish! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Williams, and a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pepe.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And the shot! It's loose, this time surely!
Substituição para o Porto. Número 10. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 86.
Moura. Now it's Linton. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Williams. Porto are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good ball! And that could well leave a mark. Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Williams! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kivior. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Luke de Jong.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Barella with the slide tackle there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Agahawa is on his own.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming. Takes a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pressing high and with purpose. Elneny. And here's Iñaki Williams. Now it's Williams. And he's managed to get free. Eze. Look at the space. Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mora providing an outlet on that flank. Paredes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Linton.
Porto really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Eze. Good take, and is he in? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Porto are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Agahawa, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Foyt gets across and deals with it. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's anyone's ball now. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross to the back post. Terrific header. They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Bilbao could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de
Joelinton.
compensação.
Paredes. Nico Williams. Oh, such a clever touch. Joelinton. Casemiro. And the through ball. And this is Luke de Jong. And that's it. Porto did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. you.